Hi guys, welcome to another reading on my channel, The Wisdom of Intuition. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that today's reading will bring you some answers that you've been looking for. As you know, the topic of the video is a message from the universe, and today I'm gonna pre-shuffle the cards for each pile. If you are a type of person that likes to watch cards being shuffled, you can stay here until I choose the cards for each pile. If not, there is a timestamp in the description box and you can just jump over to the part where you can pick your piles. Okay, let's start shuffling. Okay guys, here we are with the 4 piles that you can choose from today. So take your time, you can look at the images, you can look at the words, or you can just go by numbers of the pile. If you are drawn to more than one pile, you can take a look at all the piles that you're drawn to. If you need a few seconds, if you need to meditate upon the pictures, you can also do that. Just pause the video and take as much time as you need. This is a general reading, so not everything might be applicable to your situation as well. This is a general and timeless reading, which means whenever you find it, it should be in some terms applicable. Okay, see you in your pile, guys. So hi guys, welcome to pile 1. You chose this card, Infestation, and we're gonna turn all the cards over to see what you got, and then we're gonna go into the reading itself. So, Infestation, we have Investigation. It actually rhymes. We have Stool. Then we have Playlist. We have Mentor. Self-worth. And shame. What are you ashamed of? From the tarot cards, we have the Hanged Man. We have the Tower. We have the World. Wow, 3 major arcana in a row. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And last but not least, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to put those 2 underneath this oracle cards and just going to spread this a bit wider so you can get a better look at the cards. So guys, what I'm seeing here is that there is something in your life that is affecting you like an infestation. Something is taking control of your life without you even being aware of it. Whether that is your work hours, whether that is a person that has a lot of influence, whether that is someone else's opinion, or whatever this may be. Maybe it's a health issue as well. I feel like it's time for you guys to stop and to take a look at the damage that has been done. Because this infestation is not going to stop until it goes into every pore of your life. So something is spreading through your life like a disease here. And you have dismissed it in the past, thinking it was not such a big deal, or maybe just trying not to solicit conflict. But I feel like it's time for you to stop and really investigate what is happening, what is actually the case with this infestation, what is having such a big influence and overpowering over your life. Because I feel that a lot of you have thought that this might not be such a big deal, or you thought it was not so serious, but now I think it's like almost way too late for you to start changing things. It is not too late, but it's very close to the end. So please, pile 1, take this message very seriously, because the universe is trying to point you into the direction of you fixing your life. Something has to be broken down to pieces. You have to demolish the thing that is causing this infestation. And without further investigation, without taking a close look at what is actually the root cause of the problem, because here you might think there is a person in your life that is a bad influence, you just remove the person and you're fine. But I feel that it is not going to be that easy for you, pile 1. I feel that there is a deeper understanding that is needed here for you to actually get rid of this problem, because I feel that the person or the situation you're in is just a reflection, it's just a symptom of the initial cause, and you have to look for the cause, for the root problem, and not just the consequence, the symptom that comes along with it. With the stool here, I feel like you're going to need a bit of help, which also ties perfectly in with mentor. A lot of you guys here are probably somebody who thinks that you can handle everything in your life, and you are probably right to a certain extent. But this is a problem that actually requires professional help. Whether this is something material, then you should maybe ask for a plumber or for a mechanic. Whether this is something to do with contracts, hire a lawyer. Whether this is something with your mental health, go to a therapist or a person that actually does spiritual healing. So somebody who can help you, who has quite experience in that field, because this is something that is way over your head. Because if you were able to solve this, the infestation wouldn't have spread as much. And with the playlist, I feel that you have been actually given signs that this was happening, but you were ignoring it. You were not actually paying attention at the right time. And now I think it is not too late, but you're at the tipping point where you have to do something. You have to act immediately, because after the 9 of Wands comes the 10 of Wands, and in the 10 of Wands, you are totally overburdened, overpowered by the amount of things you have on your back, the amount of responsibilities that you are carrying, and the burdens that come with it. So I feel that you should maybe go online with the World card here and actually find somebody that you feel can be a person that can help you with your problem. Find somebody who for you stands out of the crowd, out of everyone else who does the same profession, because you need a very personalized approach, and I feel it's not going to be a standard one. I feel this will require a bit of improvisation and a bit of cutting edge technology or tools or techniques that person might possess. And with all of this happening, I feel that your self-worth is at risk here, because I feel that at this moment you still don't see the long-term result, the long-term consequence. And the long-term consequence here is that you can lose either money, either respect, either status, or you can just completely start doubting yourself, and your self-worth will be at a lowest point ever. And that can bring you a lot of shame. And I feel like this situation can be a bit tricky for you because you're ashamed of it. Maybe you have ignored it because you had trouble sharing the story with somebody, which is why I would definitely advise you again that you should find a professional, somebody who is very professional, very dedicated to their job, and somebody who you know that will have to keep this quiet, keep this a secret, somebody who will not be allowed to share this with somebody else. So I feel that for you at the moment, finding that person is crucial, because if you decide to do this on your own, you will make progress, but you will not helpfully defeat this infestation that is happening in your life. You need a total 180-degree turn to start seeing things differently. Maybe you need to change your life habits as well. Maybe you're ill and maybe you need to really drastically change something, and I feel like you need help with this. If you have a type of a disease, definitely find somebody to help you. You don't have to go through this alone. It will be easier if somebody is guiding you through the whole process, especially mentally and emotionally, which can be quite hard on people who have serious diseases. So instead of letting this infestation spread even more, do the necessary work, hire the necessary people, ask for help that you really need here, and don't be ashamed of whatever this is, because I feel that for you, sharing this story means devaluing yourself, which is what I'm getting from the King of Pentacles in reverse here. Because the King of Pentacles for me in this reading goes perfectly with the self-worth card, with somebody who has status, who is acknowledged, and who is respected. And in a way, you think you're going to lose that respect when you share this story. But whether that is true or not, I feel that it is necessary for you to stop the spreading of this infestation, because in the end, it can lead to much greater consequences than the sharing of the story and the possible shame that can come along with sharing your story. So really weigh out your options, pile one. This is quite serious. The universe is trying to show you that this is a big deal. Do not let it just slip by. Do not dismiss it. Take a good look at it, and do what is needed for you to fix this. You don't have to bear the consequences just because you are afraid. You don't have to bear the consequences just because you feel shame. It's just your personal perspective. Maybe other people wouldn't feel like it is something that you should be ashamed of. So you never actually know until you try. My dear pile one, I hope this helped. I hope this gave you a clear path forward and what to do with your situation. And I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi pile 2, you have chosen the award card. We're gonna take a look at all the cards first, and then we're gonna start clarifying what it is that the universe is trying to say to you right now. So let's take a look at these first. We have quest, award and a quest. Sounds interesting. We have reindeer. We have friendship with best friends, broken best friends at least, and lightning. Then we have conclusion, disappointment. In what way were your expectations not met? Okay, I see where this is going. And now we're going to take the tarot cards. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Chalices in this deck, and the Two of Swords. Okay guys, so pile 2. For some of you, the message is quite obvious. So you had a friend, there was a friendship in your life that was brutally broken. There was somebody who disappointed you in a really bad way. And I feel like you felt that everything was going well. You felt like you two were gonna do a lot of stuff together. I felt like you thought that you had a great future with this person, whether it was friendship or love or maybe any other type of connection. It's really, it doesn't matter here. But what matters is that this lightning looks exactly like the gap here that broke the friendship heart, which tells me that something has happened that was very brutal and very sudden, that definitely destroyed the connection that you two had. And I feel like it's mostly to do with certain information that you got about this person, whether there was communication between the two of you that got really brutal and hurt the friendship, or you maybe heard something from other people which definitely disappointed you. And I feel that from this point on, your friendship cannot go on, or your connection, if it's not about friendship. You feel like the information you've gotten is something to to be very shocked about. It's like you were this reindeer. You were very naive. You were very, very open. You were positive. You weren't thinking about anything bad. You always thought of this person in the best possible way, and you didn't have any bad thought about them. You kind of put them on a pedestal, I have to say here. And you were always very curious about this person. They intrigued you in a way. And you liked the dynamic between the two of you. And you felt that this is somebody that you can grow an even deeper connection with. Whether this is somebody from your family, whether this is a friend, or it is a love interest, or maybe a work colleague, it really doesn't matter, because there is something that this person did or said that really made you feel like the two of you cannot be in a connection anymore. That you don't have any common ground to connect to one another anymore. And I feel that this person really disappointed you. You had certain expectations from them, and maybe they even let you know that they are going to meet those expectations. It's not maybe an expectation that you put on them, but in this situation, this person has disappointed you severely. And I feel that you don't know how to progress with this relationship further, so you have decided to take in a time off. And what the universe is trying to tell you is that this is the perfect time to actually focus on yourself. Whatever happened with this person happened for a reason that will be shown to you later on. But for now, you have to decide whether you will let this type of behavior slide, or you will hold this person accountable for this. Because this is the conclusion you have to take from it. Because the conclusion, whether you decide to let it slide or really make this person own this situation and their responsibility in it, will actually set the course for your future relationships. Whether you will attract people who are good and right for you by really being picky and choosing the right people, or you will decide to ignore all the behaviors that may have hurt you just for you to be able to have this person in your life. So this is the universe's message for you. Decide what is important for you in this situation, and then conclude this story in a way that you feel that is right for you. But beware, because your conclusion will set you up for all future connections. And what you decide to do in this connection will be like a script for every other and next relationship in your life. So this is a form of warning from the universe that how you decide to approach the situation will determine the way that you actually grow and build relationships in the future. So guys, take your time with this. Do not rush your decision. And bear in mind that every action, every conclusion you decide to take here, will have a great impact on your future. So choose wisely, pile 2. Guys, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope that this situation is not very painful for you. If it is, I hope that you will heal very soon, and I hope that you will take the lesson from this situation and make something good of it. Until next time, guys. Bye. Hello, pile 3. You have chosen the avocado, and I'm dying to see how this will tie into the reading today. We're gonna take a look at all the cards, and then I'm gonna explain what the universe's message for you is, pile 3. So we have pirate, avocado pirate, good. We have the Fool. We have Chase. We've got a lot of cards, pile 3. We have the movie. And we have pants. Then we have the victim. Okay, and relaxation. In what way are you putting pressure on yourself? I don't know if you can see because the words are in white color, so it's sometimes hard to see it on the camera. And let's take a look at the tarot cards. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups. Beautiful. The Three of Swords. The Two of Wands. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, guys, so what I'm seeing here is that a lot of you are quite different from the people you usually hang out with. You probably live in an area where you are considered to be some type of outcast, some type of a person who is not appropriate, okay? So you are different, definitely. In a way, you are different than the people around you. And I feel for a lot of you, there is a great need for you to really detach from those people who surround you and who are quite different from you. Because I feel that you are meant to be doing something else. Because the people you're surrounded with have certain expectations from you, and you're trying to really meet those expectations, even though you know that is not those expectations are not the things you want to be doing. And I feel that a lot of you have been making decisions that are going against your own wishes. And I feel a lot of you have been hiding your true self because you feel you would be rejected if you were to show who you truly are. So I feel definitely that a lot of you have decided to do a certain work, decided on a certain profession that is expected of you to have, instead of actually doing what you really want. And I feel that your community doesn't really have much understanding for you wanting to do something different. It's like you are, from being even a little child, you have been conditioned to do certain things that are deemed appropriate, and that everything else is weird, is not accepted, and should be criticized or even demonized for some of you guys. And here is where you are suffering a lot. Here is where you get a lot of pain and grief, because you are somebody who is meant to be quite different. And for you to really accept being who you are means that you have to, in a way, let go of the ones that are the closest to you. And I feel that a lot of you have been acting as though you were somebody else just to please those people. But with the pirate, I see that you are somebody who is totally different, who lives or who wants to live a totally different lifestyle. Something maybe totally, how should I put it, so innovative that even the ones that are very progressive in their thinking are having a hard time processing it. So you, my dear Pile 3, are somebody who is way ahead of your time, and you have the disadvantage of living in a time where you are actually misunderstood. It's the same like with Tesla, nobody understood him while he was alive, and now everybody is talking about him and everything that he gave to the humanity. And you are in a way like him. You are deeply misunderstood by the people around you because you're so far forward, far away from them in your thinking, in your way of living, that it's hard for you to actually to connect with somebody. And I feel that this is something that is actually stopping you from moving forward. But you do have a choice here, and this is what the universe is trying to tell me. You don't have to be tied by those people around you. You don't have to be their victim. You have the world in your hands, pile 3. And it's up to you what you will do with it. I feel that you need to just relax and tell yourself that it's fine. Whatever happens, it's fine. And then when you get to the point that you are actually neutral about people's reactions, then go ahead and do whatever you want to do for yourself. For some of you, you will need somebody to motivate you, maybe to talk to somebody who will give you the proper encouragement to actually do that. But until you do it, try not to be so hard on yourself, because I feel a lot of you are really loathing yourself for having to be somebody you're not, for having to wear that mask in front of people. And I feel that a lot of you have been crying lately because it's all just too much. It's way too much for you to handle. And there is something inside of you screaming that this is wrong. So I feel that the best thing for you guys to do is to actually give yourself some slack and give yourself permission not to do everything they expect you to do. Maybe start with something small, something irrelevant, just so you see how you feel, just so you see that you can do it, and just so you see their reaction. And after you start paying attention to the part of you that actually wants something else and really starting to nurture that part, I feel that you will get a lot of more opportunities to actually be yourself. The scary part is the start, but once you make the first move, even though it is maybe the smallest move that you will make, it will definitely start a whole new chapter in your life. Don't be afraid, pile 3. You are on the verge of making a giant transformation in your life, and it's not an easy task. To really wear the pants, to be the boss, the ruler of your own life, it takes courage and it takes discipline. It will not happen overnight, so don't be too hard on yourself and start small. Pile 3, this was your reading. I hope it helped, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Ghost. We're going to take a look at all the cards, and then we're going to explain their meaning and what is the universe's message for you, Pile 4. We have Anchor. We have Argument. And we have Sheep. Very interesting. We have Bound. We have Materialism. What need of yours you think you can fulfill with material possessions? Then the tarot cards. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Knave of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups. We have the Strength. We have the Moon in reverse. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So what I'm getting here right off the bat is that you've recently had an argument with somebody about money, about some material possessions, about a house maybe, or maybe just your financial situation. And I see that Pile 4 here differs in two ways. Some of you are on the side who claims that materialism is very necessary, and you are very focused on money. So you had a conflict with somebody who doesn't understand why this is so important for you. And the other part of the group 4 is actually the other person. So the ones that are looking at other people who are stuck in materialism and can't see anything past it. So whichever part of this group you guys are, it is irrelevant for the universe's message, because the universe's message is the following. When you stay in either of the opposites, either of the extreme points of view on materialism, you're actually not in balance. You are somebody who either over focuses on material things or not focuses enough. Okay, doesn't focus enough. So either way, you are bound by money, by material possessions. This usually happens in spiritual circles, and this is something I've always noticed, especially when I was looking at a lot of people who are in my field who work a profession similar to mine, and most of them either renounce money because it's the root of all evil, or by selling spiritual knowledge, they become even more rooted in the material possessions. So this is not to judge anyone, but unless we understand why money and material possessions are valuable to us, and at the same time understand why money isn't all there is, we will always be in a certain disbalance that will lead us to conflict with people, because you are blinded. This is what I get with sheep. You are a part of a herd that is under the influence of a shepherd, of a dog, and they can steer you in a certain direction they want by using fear. And here's what I feel for you guys, whether are you at one end or the other concerning money or material possessions, because you are influenced by fear. If you have too much money and you want too much money, you fear scarcity, you fear poverty. And if you are denouncing money and material possessions, you fear actually being controlled. You fear maybe that it will corrupt you in a way. But guess what, guys? Fearing something is actually giving up your power so that the fear controls you. So whichever aspect you have power for, you're actually bound by it. And this is what most spiritual persons who are denouncing materialism don't actually understand, is that they're as equally bound by the material possessions as are the people who actually crave those material possessions. There is no difference between the two of them except the way they view materialism. Okay? It's two sides of the same coin, but in the root of it, they both have fear. And I feel that for you, Pile 4, the universe is saying, find a better approach. Find a better approach to money, to material possessions. Because if you run away and denounce money, you might have a hard time surviving. But if you decide to give up everything for money, you will basically risk your health, your relationships, and happiness. So for a lot of you, you have been given this situation as karma to really clear it and to anchor yourself into a healthy relationship with money and materialism. And I feel that you have been having conflicts with people who are dear to you. And I feel that you don't like yourself when you are in conflict with those people. And that is okay, because they bring up a part of you that you are maybe not proud of, but you still can address that and actually give yourself a healthier perspective on materialism and find your own way, not to become so bound to it, and to really grow from this experience. I feel that a lot of you here maybe have a father who either didn't have a lot of money and was always making means end, or you had a father who was overworked and overly focused on work, and he always wanted to provide material possessions and they were never around. So it can be a third thing as well, but I feel that these two are our main focus here. And if that is the case, if you are finding yourself within these two groups I mentioned, then I would definitely advise that you do some work on your relationship with your father, because there are certain situations that left a scar or mark on you. And the father figure always represents our ability to provide, our ability to make money, to work, to do a proper job. When I say proper, I mean something that actually allows you to be fruitful, something that will provide for you and for people around you. So if you have a problem with material possessions, maybe you should take a look at the relationship with your father. Just for a small minority of you here, your mother also has a say in this. So maybe to take a look at the relationship with your mother as well. But the father will be primarily the main cause of your conflicts here and the way that you view money and materialism. And the universe is just saying this is your perfect timing for you to take matters in your hands and actually make something of this. Pile 4, I hope this helped, and I hope that it brought you a bit more clarity on what to expect next and what to do with it. I hope that I see you in the next reading as well. Bye.